Hello, my friends. So I've had a few people tell me or suggest that I should do some personal videos sharing a little bit more about me on my social media channels, on my YouTube channel. And so I've slowly been getting the courage to step into this. I will admit it is just uncomfortable for me. I have a lot of fear around that, of course, of putting myself out there and being judged or criticized or all that crazy negative thinking and thoughts that come up that probably aren't even true, right? um, but this month of August, was my birthday. My birthday was on the 1st, and I don't I just feel like this new sense of confidence and stepping through my fears has really uh, kind of just illuminated this month or elevated this month. And I don't know if maybe it's because on my birthday, we had a full moon, and now we're going to have a full moon on the 30th, and we don't often have two full moons in the same month. So I'm kind of feeling I am very in tune and sensitive with the moon's energy. So I'm feeling I think it's a little amplification going on. That's what I have going on. Um, and so I just recorded a full moon yin practice that I'll be uploading to go up tomorrow. Um, and I was just thinking, well, maybe this will be a good time to just do a little personal video that then can kind of segue into the full moon. So full moon being, all about the opportunity to release and let go of things that just don't serve our highest good, things that we've been holding on to, things from the past, things that continue to come up for us, and or for me, I'll say, and for me is the continual fear, and whether I really have that fear or I just keep telling myself that, I, I never know exactly where it stemmed from, where it's coming from, but I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna step through it anyway. Um, so I thought what I would share with you is my current health journey that I've been on, and so let me just back up a little bit, and then I'll come forward and then back up again. So last year, uh, at this time, just before my birthday, um, I was just feeling really, really unhealthy in my body. And that whole year of 2022, it was like my body was in this crisis mode, and I had so many different things flaring up for me. I got shingles 3 times, which I've never had shingles before. I did just turn 56, so yes, I am in that age range, I guess, where shingles, if you have that virus in you, it can come out. But because I feel my body was in crisis, that's what um, basically gave it that window of that virus to come come alive. Um, and I was also having these really bad rashes in my armpits and on my chest, and couldn't figure out what it was. I had also gotten COVID, which during the whole pandemic, I never got sick. I pretty much, feel like I take care of myself for the most part. But my body just continued to be in crisis and showing lots of signs of inflammation, and I was just really uncomfortable in my body. I'm also going through menopause, kind of like smack dab in the middle of it right now. So I got that going on. So any other woman that if you're listening to this, watching this video, and you're going through that as well, I feel for you. Um, it is just a really difficult uh, change that our body goes through. And I feel like from one season to the next season, it's different. So, but anyway, so come May of this year, as I was continuing to have these rashes going on and trying to figure out what it was, um, I went on to Dr. Google and, just looked up pictures, images of these rashes and found some that were similar to mine or very much like mine. And come to find out that that particular rash is a symptom of candida overgrowth. And the more I read about candida, I was like, oh my gosh, I just felt like my body was just like, ding, 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 ding. Yes, that's it. That's what you've got going on. So the candida overgrowth, the yeast overgrowth in the body, which is usually brought on and fed by sugar and carbohydrates. And again, I thought I usually was eating pretty healthy, but come to find out after doing some research and reading on what a candida cleanse is or candida diet to eliminate the candida overgrowth is I was consuming so much more sugar than I thought I was. So like eating granola bars, those would be like my go-to, and it has so much sugar in it. And then like a banana, maybe sometimes I'd eat 2 bananas in a day because I thought they were healthy, got the potassium, but it's so high in sugar. And then I also was battling and have battled digestive issues for quite some time. But I would snack on raisins or prunes or dates in the evening to kind of help things come along. Well, those are so packed with sugar. And then I'd wake up in the morning and put in some nice, yummy flavored creamer in my coffee, which of course then has more sugar in it. And yeah, I like the carby things, that weren't always like really, didn't have a lot of nutrients in it, which then of course I found, that the carbs turn into sugar. I mean, some carbs are okay, of course, but having junky carbs is not going to serve the body. So I put myself on a 30-day cleanse of no sugar, and I was just completely shocked at how much my body changed. And I didn't go through, I mean, it was a struggle at first. I think it was more mental, like, oh my God, I can't eat sugar. But like in my gut, in my soul, in my spirit, is like, oh my God, finally, she's finally getting what she needs to do for, this body. And so eliminating the sugar and week by week, noticing the difference in my stomach, especially because I carried so much weight and bloat and just discomfort there. And it just started, my stomach just started getting smaller, and I wasn't having as many digestive issues. So I was like, wow, all this time I've just been pouring, all these years, for years, I think most of my life, I have always consumed sugar, not thinking that for all the digestive issues I've had for the years, that this was probably one of my main triggers in my issues. So I've made a big shift in how I eat. And then I really wanted to focus on not making it about a diet. I've always wanted to come to a place of just having a healthy lifestyle, not counting calories, counting macros, which I kind of fell into a little bit, that I caught myself and pulled myself out of that. Because also for someone that has a disease of an eating disorder, which I had for many years, I get to be very careful of what I'm allowing myself to be led by. So right away I caught myself, like the macro counting was, that's not that's not for me. I immediately just found myself getting too obsessive, same kind of behavior as my eating disorder. So that's not something I I am going to choose to do. And uh, just what I'm choosing to do is just making this healthy lifestyle change. And from the part of my body being in crisis, that's all I feel like that's literally what it was, because of me having so many different symptoms and outbreaks that, and I don't want to put my body through that again. So it's kind of like they say you have to hit rock bottom right before you're going to make a change, or of an addiction or a behavior or something like that. So I feel that that's what that was for me. And I have since been incorporating some strength training, and that feels so good in my body. I used to do that when I was in my early 20s and loved it. And switched over the years, gotten more into just doing yoga and passive style yoga. But I've also stepped into creating more of just a strength building practice. And my body, I feel, is responding to it like so well. Like she's so happy. Um, but coming back forward, I had a little aha moment with everything that I had going on in my body, and me with my business name being Zen Within. It was, there's a whole different other way of the body needing that Zen within. So not just the spiritual side, which I like to focus on, and also the physical side from the benefits of yoga. Um, but now understanding that I myself first get to practice and live the life of having Zen within, so I can then teach that and offer that to others, right? So I feel like I am coming into this place right now in my life, in this stage of creating that harmony and balance, that Zen within my body. And it feels so good. And it is becoming like just a lifestyle change. I still obsess about a few things, to be honest. And again, I just have to be careful. That's part of my disease of having an eating disorder. And so I just get to be consciously aware of my behaviors, my actions, my thoughts around how I'm eating and what I'm eating. And all of that is just a retraining, a reprogramming. And so with this full moon energy, I'm releasing my old behaviors, I'm releasing my old stories, and I am freeing myself from the crisis that my body was in. And I am allowing this full moon energy that we have, those both full moon energies, to really allow my body, my mind, my spirit, my soul, to be renewed, to be recharged in this whole new way. And yeah, so I hope everything that I shared kind of came all together for you. I feel really good about sharing where I'm at, my story, because as human beings, that's what we are supposed to do, right? When we come through something, it is not only our right, but our, I'm not sure what I want to say, but just in a way of being in service to our community and to others, that we are to share our story in hopes of helping somebody else. So I'm hoping with my sharing that I can help somebody. I am following, a few influencers on Instagram that have helped me just through their sharing. And I'm really finding too, with this age bracket of now being 56, but in the age bracket of 50s, and especially with women, they're just being empowered and making these healthy lifestyle changes, and it's all the same focus. It's not so much just like, oh, I'm going to go on a diet. It's a healthy lifestyle change. I feel and have experienced and observed that that's what every so many people want, right? I'm going to say everybody. I don't know about everybody, but a lot of people I have seen is that need to just have a lifestyle change, just for it to be simple, easy, just like we have, or I had, the lifestyle of eating kind of crappy. And now I get to have a lifestyle of eating healthy. And just like that, you know? So, anyway, my friends, thank you for listening. I hope my share inspired you in some way. And I think I will probably be doing some more of these. This was actually kind of fun. So, peace and love to you. May you be practicing creating that Zen within yourself, on and off of your mat. And I'm sending out so much love, so much light, so much peace. Namaste.